Hello everybody, I have another video for you all today, and this video is going to be focusing on the idea of the Tzaddik. What is a Tzaddik and what are they? What's so special with them? So the term Tzaddik is used a lot. You know, if you go to cinema, you say, "Hey, how are you, Tzaddik? Ma kore, Tzaddik?" You see it a lot, but what really is a tzaddik? So, as you know, every Jew has a neshama, a godly soul, and an animal soul, an evil inclination. An inclination to do good and an inclination to do evil. There's a constant battle between these souls. And when you do a mitzvah, your neshama overpowers your evil inclination. When you do a sin, your evil inclination overpowers your soul. So somebody who is a tzaddik, well, first of all, our neshama is a piece of God himself. Our neshama wants to do what God wants to do God's will, wants to serve Hashem, wants to connect to Him, has no physical desires or egotistical desires, only to cling to Hashem. Our Yetzirah is a different story, and our evil inclination just wants to drag us down and stop us from doing mitzvot. Gonna drag us down, gonna give us, don't go to synagogue, you're tired, stay home, relax, whatever, you'll go, you don't have to go all the time. That's evil inclination. So a tzaddik is somebody whose evil inclination is completely subservient to his neshama. He is ruled by his soul. His good inclination rules his mind. And tzaddik comes from the word tzedek, and tzedek, which means right, the right way. So, the proper way. So a tzaddik does things the proper way, the way God wants him to do it. And since our soul is a part of God, that means that when we're doing what our soul wants, we're doing what God wants. When we're serving God, when we're listening to our neshama, we're doing what God wants. And a tzaddik is a human. A lot of people say he's an angel. Yes, they have these supernal qualities in a sense, or I don't know if supernal qualities is the right word. They have these God-given abilities they're far more elevated than the average human, but at the end of the day, they still are humans. They're just the peak human. They are the ideal human. But they feel pain, they feel pleasure, they have children, they love their children, they like spending time with them, they find them cute. They also they have times where they're upset, where if they lose a family member, if they see suffering, they're going to be upset. If they see people going through hard times, they're going to feel upset. They're human beings. And they feel actually more pain for Jews than they feel for themselves, because they know how much certain things could be affecting someone, whereas the average Jew may not see how badly a certain thing can be, how badly affected they are by something, but the tzaddik sees their godly soul, and they see how pure it is and how it's being affected by its surroundings. And a tzaddik, like I said before, they do things like they do acts like us. They enjoy spending time with their family. They eat. Maybe they don't crave food as much as we do, but they still need to eat and sleep. But everything they do it for a purpose of bringing God down into it. Everything they do, they see the godliness within it. So if they're going to eat food, they're going to elevate the food, they're going to say the prayer, they're going to use it as an opportunity to connect to Hashem. When they sleep, they're also going to say, look, it's a way of resting my body in order to be able to do more good things tomorrow. And at the same time, I'm going to be asleep and my soul will be able to be rejuvenated by going back to Hashem for a few hours. And a tzaddik has a special ability to bring out the godliness within every Jew. Within the ordinary Jew, he can spark their soul, because every Jew has a spark of Moses in them. It's just about digging deep in order to reveal it. So that's what's special about the tzaddik. So a tzaddik, they also, for the vast majority of times, they were given this ability from God. Well, obviously everything's from God, but specifically they were always tzaddikim. There are certain scenarios where people do tshuva and they're able to reach a level of being a tzaddik, but that is not as common. Most tzaddikim that we hear of, speak of, or think of were born that way, and they were always tzaddikim. But there is the rare case, and I'm very fascinated by the scenario of someone becoming a tzaddik. So the main thing is that they are ruled by their soul. Everyone could tap into their soul. And the interesting thing is we all have moments of being tzaddikim. When we have a really elevated prayer, we do a mitzvah where we're fully immersed in that mitzvah. For that short moment, we are tzaddikim. So imagine that connection, and even greater, and just constantly. That's what a tzaddik is: a constant connection to God, uninterrupted. Okay, so thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. May Hashem bless you. If you have any questions, don't be shy. Ask away. And thank you so much.